What if the moment you walked away was the moment she started thinking about you the most? What if your silence spoke louder than every message you ever sent? And what if the emotions she never shows are the ones that actually decide whether she comes back or disappears forever? Most men believe walking away means losing her. Female psychology tells a very different story. Because when you walk away calmly, without anger, without begging, without explanation, something powerful happens inside her mind. She doesn't say it, she doesn't text it, she might not even admit it to herself, but she feels it. Today, we're breaking down 9 things she feels but never says when you walk away. Not opinions, not fantasies, but real psychological reactions most women experience, especially when they didn't expect you to leave. Watch until the end because the final feeling is the one that determines whether you respect her or forgets you. 1. Confusion. Why didn't he chase me? The first thing she feels isn't sadness, it's confusion. She expected something else. She expected another message, another explanation, another emotional reaction, another attempt to win her back. Because in modern dating, men are taught to chase, and women are used to being chased. So when you don't, her brain freezes for a moment. She starts asking questions she never planned to ask. Did I misjudge him? Did I matter less than I thought? Why isn't he reacting like other men? Confusion is powerful in female psychology because certainty creates comfort, but uncertainty creates obsession. When you walk away without drama, her mind tries to fill the silence, and whatever the mind tries to solve, it keeps returning to. That's why the first emotion she feels isn't relief, it's mental noise. 2. A hit to her ego. I thought I had more control. This part is uncomfortable but true. Every human being has an ego, and attraction always includes a subtle sense of influence. When you were present, available, and engaged, she felt secure in her position, not arrogant, just comfortable. But when you walk away calmly without trying to convince her, something breaks. She realizes, I didn't control this outcome. That realization hits deeper than rejection, because rejection can be rationalized, loss of control cannot. She starts replaying interactions. Was I colder than I realized? Did I push too far? Did I assume he'd always be there? This doesn't make her angry at you, it makes her question herself, and ego discomfort is one of the strongest triggers for reflection. 3. Curiosity. What is he doing without me? Once confusion settles, curiosity takes over. Her brain starts imagining. Is he happier? Is he calmer? Is he talking to someone else? Did he move on faster than expected? Curiosity is dangerous in a good way, because curiosity creates mental imagery, and mental imagery creates emotional attachment. You're no longer just a memory, you become an unanswered question. This is why silence works better than explanations. Explanations close loops, silence opens them, and the mind hates open loops. So even if she doesn't text you, she's thinking about you. 4. Self-doubt. Maybe I miscalculated him. Here's something most men don't realize. Many women subconsciously test emotional availability, not maliciously, not intentionally, but through delayed replies, emotional distance, mixed signals, subtle withdrawal. They want reassurance without asking for it. So when you walk away instead of chasing reassurance, the test backfires. She begins to doubt her assumptions. Maybe he wasn't desperate. Maybe he had boundaries. Maybe I underestimated him. This creates a shift in perceived value. In psychology, value increases when scarcity meets self-respect. You didn't argue, you didn't plead, you didn't collapse emotionally. That changes how she sees you. 5. Regret. I should have handled that differently. This is where emotion deepens. Regret doesn't appear immediately. It grows slowly. It shows up late at night, in quiet moments, when distractions fade. She starts replaying things she said too casually, moments she dismissed, signals she ignored. not because you demanded anything, but because your absence highlights what was lost. Regret is amplified when you treated her well, you were consistent, you didn't create chaos, you left with dignity. Women regret losing peace far more than losing attention, and walking away calmly represents peace. 6. Emotional pull. Why do I miss him now? Here's the paradox of female psychology. Desire often intensifies after distance. When you were present, your value was assumed. When you're gone, your value is evaluated. She starts missing your presence, your voice, your stability, the way you made her feel safe. Not excitement, not drama, but emotional grounding. This is why many women feel more emotional after a man leaves than while he was there, because attachment becomes visible when it's threatened. 7. Fear of loss. What if he never comes back? At this stage, fear enters quietly, not panic, not desperation, but awareness. She realizes this ending might be permanent, and permanence changes everything. When something feels reversible, we delay action. When it feels final, emotion sharpens. She may not act immediately, but internally she's processing the cost, and fear of loss is stronger than desire for gain. 8. Respect. He chose himself. This is the feeling she will never say out loud. Respect. Not because you punished her, not because you played games, but because you chose yourself. Self-respect is deeply attractive, even when it hurts. She realizes you have standards, you have limits, you won't stay where you're uncertain, you value emotional balance. This is the moment you stop being the guy who cared and start being the man who knew when to leave. And respect changes how memories age. Men she didn't respect fade quickly. Men she respected linger. 9. Comparison. Why don't other men feel like him? This is the final and most powerful emotion, comparison. Once she interacts with other men, something feels off. They might text faster, talk more, try harder, but something's missing. Your calm, your restraint, your emotional maturity. Walking away created a psychological contrast, and contrast creates clarity. She now knows what you represented, and whether she returns or not, you've permanently changed her internal standard. Final message: why walking away works. Walking away doesn't manipulate emotions, it reveals them. It doesn't force attraction, it exposes attachment. And it doesn't guarantee she'll come back, but it guarantees something more important. You keep your dignity. And in female psychology, dignity is remembered long after words are forgotten. If she comes back, it will be with clarity. If she doesn't, you walk forward with strength. Either way, you win. If this video helped you understand female psychology on a deeper level, like the video, comment which point hit hardest, and subscribe for more psychology-based insights on attraction, confidence, and emotional intelligence. Watch the next video on your screen. It explains what to do if she reaches out after you walk away.